Okay, so this is the 10th heat of QU12. So the change from the usual, there's going to be 6 people alternating around 3. Same rules as normal, first to 12 wins. Incorrectly interrupt, you lose a life, lose 3 lives, and you are out. Okay, question 1. Featuring Susan Haywood as Messalina, Michael Rennie as St. Peter. John? That is incorrect, life away.
Oh!
Jay Robinson as Caligula, and Victor Mature in the title role. Which 1954 film? Norman?
Samson in Delight.
That's incorrect, right away. Is the sequel to The Robe.
Can I have a look?
Chris?
The Robe 2?
Incorrect.
That's his answer.
Clive?
Demetrius and the Gladiators.
Demetrius and the Gladiators. Yep.
Drag that one.
Never said anything that I've understood so far. You know it, Steve.
Standing at 5'3" owing to his small stature, Demetrius Johnson, who held the UFC flyweight championship for 6 years, was given what nickname? He shares the name with a cartoon character created by Paul Terry in 1942 as a rodent parody of Superman. Chris?
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse, yeah. Whilst cats have the word feline and dogs have canine, what collective adjective is used to describe mice? Lee? Murine, yep. Between the 7th to the 19th of December 1972, the 5 mice, Fee, Fi, Fo, Fum and Fooey, all travelled in what vehicle? Their human companions were Ronald Evans, Harrison Smith and Eugene Cernan. Lee? No, like the word. Steve?
17.
Apollo 17, yeah. Between 1977 and 1983, the former astronaut Harrison Smith served in what political position for the state of New Mexico? Fellow astronaut John Glenn held the same position for Ohio between 1974 and 1999. A senator, yeah. In 1983, on an MTV special, the 4 members of which rock band, in order to promote their new album, Lick It Up, made their first public appearance without makeup on? Chris? Kiss, yep. In the English-speaking world, what phrase would used to be described a woman who, if they lived north of the Wall in Westeros in the TV series Game of Thrones, were described as being kissed by fire? Steve?
Wildly?
That's incorrect, nothing away. Question over. Chris?
Dragonling.
No. Nobody else? Questions over? No. They would have ginger hair.
Ah, I like it.
That was Colby.
What was the name of the wall which formed the northernmost barrier of the Roman Empire? Steve?
The Antonine Wall.
Antonine Wall, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
The term fourth bridging means that a job has to be started again as soon as it's finished. Since 2011, the fourth bridge no longer needs to be fourth bridged. Chris?
Painting.
Yeah, improved methods in painting production, yeah. Now much cheaper to produce using clay, sodium sulfate and sodium carbonate, the most expensive paint used by Renaissance painters was often used to paint the cloak of the Virgin Mary and was made from crushing lapis lazuli into a powder. Steve Kidd?
Could go for blue.
That's incorrect. Left away. What is the name of this particular paint colour that got its name as the pigment used to produce it came from the mines in Afghanistan, which will have to be transported to Italy from beyond the sea? Clive? Oh, yeah, nothing away. Question over. Norman?
Ultramarine.
Ultramarine, yeah.
Am I unhappy to go for that? No. I think you should sometimes go.
What item made of gold and lapis lazuli that bears the likeness of the god Osiris was found on the 28th of October 1925 in the Valley of the Kings by an exhibition led by Howard Carter? Chris? Yeah, that's the Tutankhamun. Howard Carter's 138th birthday, the 40th anniversary of the creation of the Rubik's Cube, a playable game to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, Alan Turing's 100th birthday. Chris?
Google homepage.
Yeah, Google Doodles, homepage. The Doodler is an unidentified serial killer who murdered up to 14 people between 1974 and 75. He got his name due to sketching his victims before killing them. He operated in the gay community of which American city? Clive? San Francisco.
I mean, I door to door.
That's why you're waiting like me.
Chris is leading with 5, Clive 3, Steve 2, Norman 1.
Tuco Laxonen is the real name of which artist, known for his stylised, highly masculine homoerotic art? Steve Kidd?
Tom of Finland.
Tom of Finland, yeah.
You knew that.
Thanks, Aston.
With 137 caps in total, who is Finland's? Chris Bean? Jari Litmanen, yeah.
Crushing it, Chris.
Both the 1988 normal hill and large hill ski competitions were won by Matti Nykänen, who came last in both competitions. Eddie Beagle Edwards, yeah. Perry Keeley from the dance group Diversity and Eddie Beagle Edwards are the only 2 winners of which celebrity? Chris? Splash, yeah. You on now?
Chris is on 7, Steve and Clive 3, Lee 2, Norman 1, John score.
First produced in 2008, the Splash was a car made by this manufacturer. The car was discontinued in 2014 and replaced in 2016 by the Ignis. Lee? Suzuki. Yep. In 2019, Mikuru Suzuki became the first Japanese woman. Clive? World Darts champion. Reaching only 44 in the UK singles chart, Darts of Pleasure was the first single released by Chris? Franz Ferdinand. Yeah.
Chris on 8.
Drug test Clive on it.
Franz Ferdinand was a member of which royal house? Question of it. Steve Kidd?
Sax Goldberg.
That's incorrect, nothing away. John? Habsburg, yep. These goblin-like creatures feature in Northumbria folklore and are mentioned in the Harry Potter novels, where it said they live near the sites of battlefields, where they loot the bodies of those who fell in battle. What's the name of these creatures who get their name from their habit of using blood to colour their headgear? Clive?
Red cap.
A red cap, yeah. Short one, this one. The Derbyshire red cap. The Derbyshire red cap is a breed of what kind of bird? Steve?
Finch.
Incorrect. Chris? Nope. John? Nope. Clive?
Robin.
No. Lee?
Thrush.
Nope. Type of chicken.
Chicken.
The lyrics for Spitting Image's #1 single, The Chicken Song, were written by the duo which created this TV series.
Look and laugh.
Nope, incorrect. Life Away, John?
I thought you said this TV series spit lipids.
No. Yeah, Life Away, yeah. The show was adapted from the radio sketch Dave Holland's Space Cadet and is set aboard a spaceship originally captained by Frank Hollister. Chris?
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf, yeah.
So it's, Chris has got 9, Clive 5, Lee and Steve 3, Norman and John 1. John's only got 1 life left.
First appearing in 2005, in which Polish city would you find over 350 20 to 30 centimetre tall statues of Rocklaw? Yeah.
Did you finish the question, please?
No, lots of statues of dwarfs. Yeah, gnomes, dwarfs. In 1985, which city became the first to be given the title European Capital of Culture? Right. Nope. Chris? Seville? No. Clive? Debuting with their self-titled album in 1979, this was followed by 1980's Wild Planet. This band from Athens, Georgia, who had their own...
Ariane.
That's incorrect. John?
Oh!
Yeah, things like that.
No.
Well, that's me.
Yeah, that's good. John's out.
John's out.
I said earlier.
Life Away. Chris?
B52.
B52 is correct. The other band from Athens. can't remember which ones have
Do you want to- well, I don't know.
Yeah,
So Chris has got 10, Clive 7, Lee and Steve 3, Norman 1. Clive and Lee have only got 1 life left. Steve and Norman 2 lives left. Chris has got all of them.
Start from here. Jonathan Hodge died in July 2019. He composed the iconic jingle for which products that, according to its tagline, put the freshness back? Chris?
Shaken back.
Shaken back, yeah.
One away.
Which Liverpudlian actor, known previously for playing Chrissy in The Boys from the Black Stuff, replaced Ringo Starr in
Angelus.
and Michael Angelis, yeah.
What's he playing? I know Michael.
Chrissy in
Yes, I know that. What's he playing?
he replaced Ringo Starr in Tom's the Tank Engine.
Right, okay.
He played. I thought he played.
Yeah, replaced. Right, fair enough.
Kevin Costner won the Razzie for Worst Actor in 1994 for playing which Wild West? Chris
White Earp.
played Wyatt Earp, is correct.
Oh! Can I kind of put the tail end on this and say two things? First off, thanks for Michael McPartland for dipping in at very short notice and delivering what, once again, was a truly enjoyable set of questions. And I think most of us will agree that there is nothing not to like about Chris Bean absolutely crushing this. The only person not to lose a life. Who was the nearest person to him? Clive?
Clive with 8.
And after that it was 3 points or something like that. Chris, for you, how did the earth move?
I don't know, just like stars aligned, I think.
And the only trouble is you can't tell your lass about it because he's here basically under wraps. Here's Roger Melly, the man on the telly. Michael, Chris, everybody's competed. Thank you very much.